Britons go to the polls today to decide whether or not to change their voting system. It's the first referendum in the UK since 1975 and the first big test of the strength of the coalition, with the two parties in government pitted against each other in the campaign. The latest polling suggests that David Cameron's No to Change campaign is set for a landslide victory in what has become a largely acrimonious fight between the two party leaders. Europe correspondent Emma Alberici.
A year into this political marriage and the honeymoon is over. The leader of the Liberal Democrats wants to change the voting system. The Prime Minister wants to keep the status quo. Having a referendum about it was the price the Tories were prepared to pay for the Lib Dems' support in government.
I'm passionate that no is the right answer. Nick is equally passionate that yes is. We just must have that argument, but make sure that once it's over, the coalition is and remains strong.
Britons currently elect their MPs to Westminster on a first-past-the-post system. One cross in one box, the candidate with the most votes wins. With the Australian-style AV or alternative vote, candidates are ranked in order of preference. The person who polls last leaves the contest, and his or her votes get distributed among the other candidates. The process continues until one candidate reaches 50%.
AV is a fairer system. What it means is that candidates will have to secure the support of at least half of their electorate, whereas under the British first-past-the-post system, often members of Parliament are elected with just a third of the vote.
The question on the ballot paper is a simple one. You either want to replace the first-past-the-post system with AV or the alternative vote, or you want to keep the status quo. But this contest has become a personal one. Those opposed to change have taken it as an opportunity to say vote no to Nick Clegg and punish him for going into a cost-cutting coalition with the Conservatives. The No campaign has been accused of playing dirty, with these pamphlets warning people that a yes vote would lead to more coalition governments and more broken promises from small party leaders like Nick Clegg.
Put it this way, I think everybody knows my views about the nature of the No campaign. It's been a fairly nasty campaign which has sought to frighten and mislead people.
It made for a tense cabinet meeting with the Liberal Democrat Energy Secretary Chris Huhne demanding that his Tory partners withdraw their election advertising.
It's become quite highly personalised, with splits appearing for the first time in the coalition, in particular between Nick Clegg, the leader of the Lib Dems, and David Cameron, the Prime Minister.
Do you think it's going to hurt the coalition?
It was always going to be a month when the gloves would come off, but I think the relationship between Cameron and Clegg is sufficiently strong and close that they'll survive this and the coalition will get back to effective government again.
In a country where voting is voluntary, polling booths are looking noticeably quiet. The latest poll shows a 32-point lead for the No to Change side. It seems David Cameron has done a good job of making the electorate believe that preferential voting, the system Australia's used for 80 years, is just too complicated. Emma Alberici, Lateline.